everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Nitro Corner. I'm Paul the Nitro Skyrus. We got ourselves a pretty good show today. I'll be discussing my thoughts on Sting being inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame, and then we're going to get started with our countdown of the first 5 of the top 10 moments of the half year, moments number 10 to 6 this week. So without any further ado, let's begin. Let's talk first about Sting being inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. It is just due that the Stinger, through all of his accomplishments, deserves to be put into some type of Hall of Fame, whether it be the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in New York. I can't pronounce the city, I apologize for that. In New York. But he certainly probably will never be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Vince McMahon could not get Sting to sign to a WWE contract, so he'll probably never show up in the WWE Hall of Fame, although they show his matches all the time on DVD, but yet he'll probably never get into the WWE Hall of Fame. But being the first inductee into the TNA Hall of Fame is tremendous. Sting's accomplishments are just a glistening resume of greatness. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time WCW Tag Team Champion, NWA World Television Champion, TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the past winner of the King of Cable Tournament winner in 1992. He was also the first ever WCW Battle Bowl winner. That's right, he was a Battle Bowl winner in 1991. He is well respected in Japan as well as in the United States, and he certainly electrified crowds like never before. So on behalf of the Nitro Corner, I say it's about time that Sting gets inducted into some type of Hall of Fame. Good thing TNA recognized that and put Sting as their first inductee into the TNA Hall of Fame. Now, it would be even nicer if he was TNA World Heavyweight Champion again, but he did not win that belt from Robert Roode. But nonetheless, he is in the TNA Hall of Fame, and my hat's off to him. Congratulations to Sting. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get started with our top 10 countdown of the top 10 moments of the half year. This involves the WWE, TNA, and First State Championship Wrestling. I'll be doing 10 through 6 this week, and then next week on the Nitro Corner, I'll give you my top 5. So without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10, Sheamus winning the Royal Rumble. Now this was huge for Sheamus because this would propel him to becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. I think that night at the Royal Rumble established Sheamus as a bona fide major superstar in the WWE. Sheamus proved his toughness and his durability in winning the Royal Rumble. And then later on down the road at WrestleMania, defeating Daniel Bryan in 19 seconds. That's right, 19 seconds to become the World Heavyweight Champion. So, number 10 on our countdown, Sheamus winning the Royal Rumble this year. Number 9 is the first ever open fight night on TNA Impact. This was an exciting new idea where anyone could challenge anyone, and any champion could be challenged that night and had to defend the title. Plus, this was the beginning of Devon defending the TNA World Television title each and every week. Devon, once again, also successful in defending the World Television title against Hernandez this past Thursday night. So, number 9 on our countdown, open fight night on TNA Impact, premiering last month. Number 8, from 1CW's Hearts and Headlocks 2 event, was when the Rockin' Rebel pile drove that female referee. Because of that, he got placed on suspension for 60 days. It was a shocking moment indeed at the Boys and Girls Club of Smyrna when the Rockin' Rebel showed his true colors after winning that 40-man battle royal and was getting ready to be recognized as the winner by the female official who raised his hand. But, of course, Rockin' Rebel had other thoughts, pile driving that female official. It was a totally disgusting moment, in 1CW history. So number 8 in our countdown, the Rockin' Rebel pile driving that female official at 1CW's Hearts and Headlocks. Number 7 in our countdown takes us back to WrestleMania this year and an excellent WWE title match between CM Punk and Chris Jericho. It was personal because Chris Jericho crossed the line in talking about his father's alcohol abuse. It was a fuel that ignited the fire in CM Punk, and CM Punk put in a tremendous effort and successfully defending the WWE Championship against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. So that is number 7 on our countdown. And now the number 6 moment in our countdown is we take you back again to 1CW's Hearts and Headlocks 2 as Crazy Shay finally, with his back against the wall, if he lost, his career in 1CW would be over, defeating Brian Hardy to become once again the 1CW Cruiserweight Champion. And more importantly than that, at the end of the night, it was Sean Hardy who kind of helped out Crazy Shay, getting tired of Brian Hardy's abusive behavior and belligerent mouth. Crazy Shay took advantage of that in the third and deciding fall, defeating Brian Hardy. Absolutely great matchup. Crazy Shay winning the 1CW Cruiserweight title back at 1CW's Hearts and Headlocks 2 event at the Boys and Girls Club in Smyrna, Delaware. That is number 6 in our countdown of the top moments of the half year. Well, we're going to stop the countdown right here. Next week, we will have the top 5. That's right, the top 5 moments of the half year. Well, that is it for this edition of the Nitro Corner. Glad that you could join us here this week on the show. Until next week, everyone. And oh, by the way, one final note. I'm still waiting for your questions and answers. Your questions for our birthday blowout edition of the Nitro Corner on Saturday, June 30th. I will personally answer your questions. All you have to do is send your questions either at www.facebook.com/Paul Skivers or www.youtube.com/Nitro Corner. Leave your questions in the channel comments section, and I'll be more than glad to answer them on June 30th, the birthday blowout edition of the Nitro Corner. Well, that's it for this edition of the Nitro Corner. My name is Paul the Nitro Skivers. Until next week, saying so long, everybody.